Alright, YouTube stream looks to be up. I'm gonna drop my controller. Alright, let me check Twitch as well. And I came in too early. Alright, let's take a rats. I'm sorry, you saw what? Social experiment where a man kidnaps a kid in front of his dad while he's on the phone? What the fuck kind of what are you trying to... I think by definition, if you're doing a quote-unquote social experiment, or for that matter, any experiment, there is some hypothesis that you are trying to prove. What on earth hypothesis were you trying to was that person trying to prove? Like, what? What kind of hypothesis? Genuinely baffled. I'm flabbergasted. Oh dear. A little bit sniffly again tonight. I think the parents failed. Ugh. I'm actually more disappointed to learn that they failed. To be completely honest. Damn, that shit still works? The furry candy trick still works? Well, setting that aside, that morbid story aside, it's a 7-year-old video. Damn. Insane. Anyways, setting that aside, it's Celeste tonight. I haven't done a Thursday night stream in a hot minute. They used to be a mainstay, but, yeah, I just haven't, recently been able to get around to them, but I am in good enough shape on what I need to do that I could justify doing it tonight. So big ups on that. As for the rest of the stream schedule, I'm gonna try and do another Celeste stream over the weekend, but it is kind of looking like most of my weekend might get taken up by homework again, so I can't make any promises. Beyond that, though, we should be doing D&D again next Monday, so I think hopefully we'll be back to a more regular schedule on that. I mean, it won't be... we obviously, even back when we were doing it more often, we still had to cancel those D&D streams from time to time, just because it's a lot harder to get 5 people's schedules to line up than 4. But I think at least for this next week, we'll be able to do D&D. I have yet to chat with Kane about which day will work better for Yakuza. There's a decent chance it's Tuesday. It usually is Tuesday, but I'd say there's maybe like a 25% chance it's something different. I give it like a 75% chance of being on Tuesday, 25% chance of being on Thursday. Yeah! love it when they do that. No, it's funny. My DiffyQ professor last semester, differential equations is what that is a shortening for, by the way. Some people don't know that. The way he had the grades structured, homework was entirely extra credit. Like 100% extra credit. Now, don't get me wrong. If you weren't doing the homework, you had a fat chance of passing the exams, but homework was 100% extra credit. Which I actually, highest IQ teacher ever. I really liked that guy. It was just a really hard class, so my memory of it will always be tainted by that, but he had some pretty good ideas. I'll say that. I did like how he set up the grading structure. No, I mean, he said as much right at the beginning of the semester, but he was like, I'm going to get all of you through this class. He was like, I'm going to get like as many of you as possible through this class. CD, welcome in. Welcome. One more announcement that I forgot to say earlier. I think it is probably unlikely that shorts will start back up tomorrow. There is a 10% chance, I would say, that I can actually get around to editing one and putting it together, but I would hazard to say that they're probably not going to be coming back this week either. I know I keep pushing that back, but I don't really have an option. Who knows, though? Maybe a miracle will happen and I'm actually get ahead on some stuff. Not counting on it, but if it does happen, I'll do what I can. But yeah, I think that's about all I had announcement-wise. Once again, we're going to be starting, as is obvious, from this checkpoint rather than the Mirror Temple checkpoint. Just because the last couple streams, I've been losing a lot of runs to Ridge when I don't feel like I shouldn't. I shouldn't have stopped that. That attempt wasn't like a gimme right there. I treated it as if it was, but... Okay, this is actually dead, I think. Yeah. Silent lockdown all day. Oh dear. I actually just got a text from my campus alert system not long ago that it was just like... It was basically like, heavy police activity in this area. Steer clear. We do, in fact, love the American education system. It's the best. Alright, that feels a bit better now. Yeah, okay. I don't know. That was whack. I am office... Okay, hold on. How do I usually do this again? Go 1, 2... There we go. Up, over. Okay. There we go. I don't know why I was struggling to remember how I did that room for a second there. Hold on. I definitely need to practice that a bit more. Hey, if you can do it backwards, you can do it forwards. Probably. Some kids on Insta threatened my school and a few other ones, including middle schools, that he was gonna... Oh dear. Neither the students nor the parents were made aware of this until the very end of the day. Yeah, I want to say there was like I think I had something similar happen to me in 6th grade. I remember I think someone like threatened that they were gonna bring a gun, or they might actually have but not. Anyways, back in 6th grade, I remember being like finishing my art class for the day and then just being told that we had to wait for another, like, I want to say it was almost an hour we were stuck in class after school had already ended. Yeah, Pumpkin remembers that. America. Greatest country in the world, guys. We're so the best. It reminds me of that Shane Gillis bit about bragging to other countries about how we're the best, and then they'll bring up school shootings. Oh boy. I'm not sure if anybody here knows Shane Gillis, so there's a decent chance nobody knows what I'm talking about, and that just sounds awkward as fuck to everyone. Oh well. That's the problem with trying to reference, like, comedians' bits, is, like, a lot of it does come down to the delivery, and I'm not trying to deliver it like Shane Gillis did. And so it's hard to just describe a joke. But the punchline is that the school shooting thing is actually a very big issue that we're not doing anywhere near enough about. Are the ones from TikTok? I mean, I know Shane Gillis has got some stuff on TikTok. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised, because both me and Priest really like Shane Gillis. So I'm actually surprised his name hasn't come up before. Reminds me of how Brazil having the highest number of murders in South America caused a wild wave of patriotism. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. I don't... Is this savable? Yeah, it's savable. Okay. I was a little worried there for a second. Oh yeah, you're right. El Salvador is definitely not in South America. That actually reminds me. in my Japanese pop culture class, I actually just went backwards and it worked. That was weird. In my Japanese pop culture class, we were talking about basically we're in the part of the sort of like focus of the most recent material we've been talking about has been like Japanese imperialism and like war propaganda and stuff made by people in like internment camps and stuff like that in the US. And so it was really funny because we were going over a little bit of the historical context, and my professor brings up like this was once French Indochina. It's like, does anybody know what countries this is today? And there's like dead silent in the room, but I knew the answer, so I kind of just like tentatively raised my hand, got called on, and I was like, Vietnam, because that's one of them. And then he's just like, yeah, that's good. All right, does anybody know the other ones? Dead silence again, and so I just, without even raising my hand this time, I was just like, Cambodia? And he's like, and the other one? And I was like, Laos. And this is just me and him talking back and forth, by the way. And then he was like, all right, and then this area down here, this was once called, I can't even remember what it was originally called, but he was like, does anybody know what this is now? dead silence again, and I'm like, Malaysia? And he's like, yep. And I was like, and he's like, how about the Dutch East Indies? I can't remember if it was the Dutch East Indies was what it used to be called, but I do remember what he pointed to on the map, and it was modern-day Indonesia. Once again, complete radio silence, and I chimed in. And so it was like this weird back and forth where I was seemingly the only person in the room who knew what these countries were. How the fuck do you get the golden berry? Golden berry comes from doing it deathless. I'm just practicing right now to warm up. That room did not go very well, by the way, but I was telling a story while I was doing it, so that's probably why. We're gonna hope it's just because I was telling a story while I was doing it, and not because I have a skill issue. Damn. Maybe I do have a skill issue. Alright, come on, I'm supposed to be practicing. I need to do the entire level deathless. Okay, doing the level deathless is what gets you the golden berry. So, when I start the level up, at the very beginning of the level, I'll be able to grab the golden berry, and if I can take it all the way to the end without dying, then I can claim the golden berry. That's how it works. Unlocking the golden berries, I think it just... Is it like after you beat the... It's either after you beat all of the A sides, or maybe like after you beat the B sides or something. I can't quite remember which one. And yes, Indonesia was Dutch East Indies. Okay. Do you remember what Malaysia was before? I was pretty sure on the Dutch East Indies thing, but I actually have no idea what Malaysia was beforehand. I do not remember at all. I want to say it sounded something like Malaysia, though. But how do you unlock the berry in the first place? Yeah, no, that's after core B-side sounds right. It's after you beat one. I couldn't remember if it's after you beat all of the A sides or all of the B sides, but it's one of those two. Maybe? I don't feel like that's what he said in class, but... I think it was the British and Malaya thing, something about that. That sounds more familiar. Alright, we did not get a distance PB last time we did a Celeste stream, so I'm really open for one today. To be fair, I was stressing out about a comp sci assignment the last time I streamed Celeste, so it was not the best conditions to be playing the game. Gonna say, yeah, it is Myanmar. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, so I'm not even gonna try. Crystal Heart Fallen Ring time, oh no. Yeah, every map has a golden berry. Going to school now. Alright, Vanity, good luck out there. You have a good day. It's a good day. I know it's hard to believe me. It's a good day. Alright, that was a little weird, but I did save it in the end, so we'll call it good. Oh yeah, might as well get this out of the way. Got a little bit of a musical tangent. Not as big as last week's, but I do have a shorter musical tangent. The new Rex Orange County album came out. I think it was just on last Friday, I think. I actually feel like I brought this up on the last stream, but I went and listened to it, and I'm actually quite impressed with it so far. I'm really digging the new music. I think it's great material. It's super, like, ephemeral, flowy, bedroom pop, and it's super well put together at this point. I think a lot of the, I think a lot of the lyrics are really insightful as well. Just sort of like about the difficulties of self-reflection and self-improvement. Yeah, it's some really good stuff. If that type of music is your cup of tea, I would recommend giving it a shot. Yep, CD. I'd say there's a very good chance it's at least a top 5 album of the year for me. And that means it's very good. The only I have to emphasize when I say something like that, like a lot of these albums that I've been praising lately would have been like top 1 or 2 in a less stacked year, but this year has been wild for new music. At least for me and the bands and types of music I like to listen to. But yeah, new Rex Orange County album is quite good, or at least I enjoy it, and if you're into that sort of genre of music, I would definitely give it a shot. Or if you're curious about that genre of music, or even if, as long as you don't like actively dislike it, I think the album's probably good enough that even if it's not like it's not something you would traditionally listen to, you could still probably find something you enjoy off of it. Which song have you heard, CD? Sunflower. Yep, Sunflower is quite good. Sunflower is like the second or third song I heard from him, I think. Cause I started with, I just happened to hear, I can't remember if it was on the radio or if I just happened to hear it somewhere. I think it was the lead single off of his third album, Pony. 10 out of 10. And I really liked that song. And so eventually, it took a lot longer than I expected to actually, like, get into and listen to more of his music than just, like, the singles. But I listened to Pony last year, the whole thing all the way through, and I really dug that album. And since then, I listened to his fourth album, Who Cares, which didn't quite click with me as much, and I want to go back to it now, though. I want to go back to that album now, because I think I might be able to find some new appreciation for it. But, yeah, I didn't really know until, like, a week before that this album was coming out, but, yeah, I was very impressed with it. I thought it was quite good. 10 out of 10, CD. I had to think about my oldest friends, now I no longer hang with them, and I can't wait to be home again. I had a year that nearly sent me off the edge. I feel like a 5, I can't pretend. But if I get my shit together this year, maybe I'll be a 10. Uh, 10 out of 10. Are you fucking with me? sorry, that was maybe a bit of an extreme reaction, but are you like just gaslighting me? Because I feel like I've said it like multiple times. Like, you're totally fucking with me at this point. I hate you so much. How could you do this to me, CD? I've been tripping. Ah! No, but in all seriousness, it is just literally called 10 out of 10. Loaf, what song? Oh, fuck you. Oh, what the fuck was that? You guys suck. Why would you do that to me? No, stop. Stop, please. I'm practicing this checkpoint a little extra because Why? I don't want that shit to keep happening. Why does that happen? Oh, that's so cursed. Also, why can't I wall grab correctly? That was weird. Alright, I really want to, like, work out the kinks of this checkpoint, because I feel like it has had some trouble the past couple streams. I've said this before, but there is also the risk of over-practicing something. Okay, I think that's probably about good now. Okay, I meant to practice that one more time, but at least for that checkpoint, it's probably fine. I actually technically only did that twice, but I think for that checkpoint it's probably fine. Oh, damn, not that bullshit. Not that bullshit. It's just an overcorrection, I think, is what it is. I don't want to do that in a run. Alright, that checkpoint was a little weird, but there's our 3, so I think we can just move on. Oh, if Ace shows up tonight, I need to give Ace a programming rant. Pumpkin has already heard this rant, but Pumpkin doesn't know quite as much about coding, and so oh yeah, well, okay. It's technically about the computer science department at my school, but it's an extension. It's because the coding stuff they're having us do sucks that I'm giving the rant. This was like mere hours ago, Pumpkin. I mean, coding can be fun, and it can be engaging and interesting, but, in an academic setting, it really kind of sucks sometimes. Well, alright, is anybody willing to hear a school rant in that case? I'll try and... I can tell it and just try and steer more clear of the, Alright, I'll try and steer clear of the more technical details of this school rant. I'm playing bad. Hold on. Let me get my skills back, and then we'll, and then I'll start telling the story. Okay, so, for a bit of context, I was talking about this a lot the last Celeste stream, but my first comp sci homework assignment of the semester is due tomorrow night, and these comp sci assignments are a lot longer. So there's only 6 of them per semester, but they're all super long, and they require a lot more, like, planning, basically, if you want to get them completely done. And so, basically, I've been working on this for the past, like, week and a half or so, trying to make sure I get a good jump start on it. That way I wasn't, like, rushing to do it like, the night of or anything like that. And I was having some of those problems were really annoying and difficult. Now, one of the ones I was complaining about last time, I was literally just making it harder for myself. So that, one of them was totally my fault. But a couple of those problems were pretty rough. I got all of the regular questions done though, so that was the good thing. However, there were some extra credit questions built into the assignment, and so they were on floating point arithmetic, which is something that no one here probably ever needs to know about. But the gist behind floating point arithmetic. It's a way of representing numbers that are either very big or very small by sort of encoding them in scientific notation. And if you don't know what scientific notation is, it's a number, you've got a number in the ones place, the decimal place, and then a bunch of, like, decimal precision, and you multiply it by a power of 10. Which allows you to represent numbers that are either very big or very small with however much precision you need. That's why they're important. That's why they're used in floating point arithmetic on computers. Except it's base 2. Yeah, like 6.44 times 10 to the 23rd. Yeah, but imagine having to do that and it's base 2 and it has a bunch of extra bullshit on it. So imagine having to learn how to do scientific notation, in base 2, and then how to represent that as actual binary code. See, you'd think, but... Okay, yeah, anyways, okay, so at least there's one person who doesn't know scientific notation. Anyways, yeah, no. If you know it's a floating point arithmetic is just binary, is just base 2 scientific notation, it's not that bad. There is some extra work you have to do interpreting the bit strings, because you do this, like, weird biasing on the exponent, and there's a difference between normalized and denormalized values, and then there's a bunch of special case stuff, but in general, yes, it's just scientific notation in base 2. The problems themselves were not that hard. I'm just gonna say it, the problems themselves weren't that hard. I was only bringing it up so that people know what I was doing at the time. The actual reason I brought this up is because of a logistical issue I had involving the, essentially the test cases for this. And so, there are, relevant in this thing, there were two basically commands, for the project that you guys need to know about to understand it. There was a test command that basically tested all of the functions in question to make sure they're giving the correct output. I don't know why I just jumped into that. There was a test command that was testing to just make sure everything had the right output. And then there is a grade command, which I want to emphasize this. It doesn't actually grade. It's not like fully grading it. It's just telling you what your grade would be if you submitted it as it was. That's the important thing here. And so I did these first two problems with the floating point stuff. I did 2 of these extra credit problems out of 3. And I ran the test command to make sure they were correct, and everything was working. It was passing all the test cases. Everything was heckin' good to go. There's just one problem. When I ran the grade command, it said they were wrong. Now, the problem with this is that the test command gives you error messages. It tells you what conditions you didn't pass. It tells you if there are errors. It tells you if you are using illegal operators and such. The grade function does not. The grade function gives you 0 feedback. It doesn't tell you what test cases you're not passing. It doesn't let you know what's wrong with your code. It just tells you there is an error. There is an error, and you don't get any credit for this now. And so I literally have no way to debug these. Like, I think I just need to take the L. Like, I don't even... I get no output on what is going wrong on their end, and so I have no idea how to fix whatever the issue is. The errors have literally been obfuscated, and I have no way to actually correct whatever the issue is. I do, like, normally I would talk to the professor about that shit, but, well, first off, I already asked a TA about it, and the TA did not know what the hell was happening. In fact, the TA actually gave me misleading information that I had to then correct for myself. I know I'm dying a lot on this checkpoint, but when I'm actually locking in, this checkpoint it's going better than it looks on the outside. But I talked with a TA. They had no idea what was going on. In fact, they thought I was running the test statements incorrectly, which I was not. I went to their markdown file and looked up exactly how we were supposed to test it, and I did it like that, and the issue still stands. But the issue at this point is I've only got, like, just over 24 hours until this assignment's due. And I have other things I need to do in that time. And so I simply do not think I have enough time to open a dialogue with the professor or another TA about this and get it worked out. I think I'm literally out of time. So needless to say, I'm a little peeved about that. ChatGPT could not necessarily solve these problems, because there is a very good chance that the problem is not with my code, but with the test statements that were provided by the instructional staff. I want to make this clear. There is a discrepancy in the materials I was given This is the stuff, this is not code I wrote, it's stuff I was given for the assignment by the teaching staff. I can't do shit about this. Now, it's perfectly possible that my code is totally legitimately failing test cases. I'm not like, I'm not above saying that I could have made a mistake here. My issue is that there's literally, because I'm not getting any error statements or any debug feedback from this, there's literally no way I can fix it. It's technically in C++, though we're mostly using the base C parts of C++ right now. Okay. I got too angry about coding, and now I'm playing Celeste bad, so I think I should calm down. Re-achieve a zen-like state. This was supposed to be my time away from coding. I want to actually not think about it for tonight. But yeah, that was just my gripe. That's my education system gripe for today. It's just, it's a mistake on their part that has resulted in the assignment being poorly structured and basically undebuggable. Okay, I was finna roast the language. Oh yeah, I code in 3 languages primarily. C++, which I do for all my school stuff. I do C# when I'm actually, it's a project I actually get paid for, but I do C# for that. And then I learned on Java, and I still code a fair bit in Java, and technically also Kotlin, but Kotlin just aims to fix some of the issues with Java, but it's backwards compatible with Java. So it's kind of just like a Java expansion pack. I code in spaghetti, you're so right. Alright, I've ranted too much now. It's time to lock in. It's time to play the game. We're going for a distance PB tonight. If not, actually getting the berry. There we go. There's our 3 in a row. I basically was just repeating that room over and over again while I was ranting. I may have gotten 3 in a row at some point and just didn't notice. Like, I was not paying attention to how often I was failing it. Loaf should use the exact phrase, "you're shit bug." I code in Caesar cipher. That's actually... That's awesome. That would be so epic. I wasn't gonna say it, but I always feel like I fail the third attempt on this checkpoint every time I'm practicing. I mean, a success rate of 2 out of 3 isn't bad. It's just for something like this, you would prefer to see it higher. Block coding. I got a friend that is a scratch fiend. Not for this. Not for these assignments, no. Trying to teach us the nuances of coding in binary. Caesar cipher is not a coding language. But if you could make it one, that would be dope as fuck. Yeah, I know what the Caesar cipher... Yeah, I do know what the Caesar cipher is. But imagine coding in Caesar cipher. That would be dope. That would be hilarious. God damn it! Yeah, that's that's just how that's your cybersecurity right there. You just code in Caesar cipher. Hello, Mr. L. I am. I'm practicing. I'm warming up right now. That's all. This is still 7A Golden. I'm just practicing and warming up right now. CCC++. Legendary programming joke right there, Pumpkin. I gotta say, I'm really not a big fan of the fact that this level ends with a bunch of golden feather stuff. Because I'm not the most accurate with the golden feathers, I'm not gonna lie. I find it hard to keep them accurate consistently. And the game was just like, yeah, you know what? Right at the end, we're gonna hammer you with a bunch of golden feathers. Alright, 3 in a row on that checkpoint. That's pretty good. Normally I have to practice that checkpoint for a lot longer, so I'm not at all upset about that. Cool. What if you made a PowerPoint on why you don't like golden feathers? I would. I have a lot to say. You're so right. Damn it! Alright. I can't let myself lose a run to this checkpoint. I simply can't. That would be a fucking travesty. And it's looking like I'm gonna. It's looking like I'm gonna. You know, that would be really funny. We could make a channel point reward, and it's just like Leo has to make a PowerPoint. Okay, there's 3 in a row. Not as bad as it had. Checkpoint didn't go as poorly as it has the last couple. Practice sessions. Okay, cool. Alright, Lofi, gotta go do something real quick. I don't know if I'll come back stream after it's done, so this is probably good night. Alright, see you, CD. You have a good evening if I don't talk to you again. Oh, heavens. Almost just choked on my coffee because I'm a little stupid. Alright, let's hope things go well tonight. If golden feathers exist in Celeste, does that mean golden chickens exist in Celeste? This is a good point. This is a good point. Mayhaps they do. Oh, you're so right. I should have done that. Should have checked if I was locked in with my Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. Make you play a Telltale game. I could see that being like a sub goal, honestly, more so than like a channel point reward, if that makes sense. I had to reroute that room on the fly a little bit. Goofed up the movement. I had to figure something else out. I don't know how I ended up with so many diehard Telltale fans in my chat, but that seems to be the trend. There we go. No, no, no. I missed that ledge. If I had done a neutral dash, I probably could have saved it. I did very much enjoy Minecraft Story Mode back when I was but a wee lad. Which is funny because in all actuality, I did not ever play the game myself. I just watched various YouTubers I liked played it. First run of the night getting to hotel is nothing to sneeze at, though. I don't think my first run of the night has been that successful in a hot minute. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me high to go. Storytelling in Minecraft Story Mode was better than One Piece? I'm gonna have to flat out disagree with that one. I mean, I can't speak for Bleach and Death Note because I haven't finished either of those two, but at the very least, I'm pretty deep into One Piece, and that definitely has better writing than Minecraft Story Road. I mean, you are free to have that opinion. I do not think that Minecraft Story Mode is in any way better written than One Piece, though. In fact, I think you might be the first person I have ever heard to claim that the story of Minecraft Story Mode is better than One Piece. Like, I did like parts of Minecraft Story Mode, don't get me wrong. I do think at least for me, I think some of the fondness I feel for the game is a little bit colored by nostalgia. I cannot imagine it. Hot take, I dislike One Piece. Wow. Have you read One Piece? Okay. I'm not sure I like the length criticism. Okay, what are the first two arcs that what are said first two arcs, Pumpkin? No, you don't have to go that long. Yeah, you are very early in the story in that case. No, the reason I bring that up is because from a structural perspective, early One Piece is a bunch of, like... It's a bunch of shorter stories revolving around meeting a lot of the crew. That sort of culminates into one big epic conflict right at the end. So it does feel... I think in a sense, it does feel like it's kind of just, like, the story's wandering around a little bit. And it is. But it does culminate in something if you give it the time to. I say this because it took me a fair bit of time to get past early One Piece. Because I wasn't vibing with it a ton either right at the beginning. But... And I cannot get that cycle to line up. No, I do get the people's frustration with the it gets good after blank amount of time blank amount of time. But... I mean, again, if One Piece isn't for you, that's totally fine. I do quite enjoy what I have read of it. I would say my favorite arcs are a little bit later. Alabasta arc's very good. Water 7 and Enies Lobby is quite good as well. Those two are some banger stories right there. But yeah, don't ever repeat those One Piece takes in front of any of the rest of the Empire's gang. The Empire's gang as a whole is very pro One Piece. There we go. I think I went just a touch early there compared to like the optimal, but there is some room for error on that one, so it's fine. Stylistically not a vibe. Okay, that's if it's not for you, that's totally fine. I do think Arlong Park was pretty banging. I do like that one. I'd call it a lot of small bits. I'd call it. It's kind of. Yeah, I'd call it a bunch. I'd call it like. As I was saying earlier, I'd call it a bunch of like shorter arcs that all culminate in a single conflict. Which is almost true of Alabasta as well, but Alabasta, I feel like Alabasta is more like the first half of Alabasta is getting to Alabasta, and then there's the actual Alabasta arc. That I think contrasts against like Skypiea, which is like its own just self-contained. Like that is one long arc basically. That's just one long arc all the way through. And then you can kind of divide Water 7 and NS Lobby into two separate things, but NS Lobby is really just the conclusion to the Water 7 arc. To try real estate. Nice map. Nice. You gotta get on your side hustle game. The manga, it's all called East Blue, yeah, I think. If I remember correctly. Like, they print that on the volume covers. Ooh, I wasn't sure if that was gonna work, but I noticed myself running out of stamina, and I was like, ah! I started freaking the fuck out, guys. The Minecraft movie, I am Steve. The Celeste movie, I am Madeline. Do you, like, beat it all the way through? Nice. I've been going through it a lot slower than that. I think that's in part because I do, like I bounce back and forth between it and, like, 20 bajillion other sub-stories at any given time. It took like 2 days straight of grinding. Oh dear. Oh dear. Making really good progress. What the fuck was that? Why did I just go right over the top of it? That was so whack. I'd never done that before. I didn't even know you could do that. Cringe as fuck. You know what I need to mark off, though, on the bingo square? That was a true tripping on air moment. True tripping on air moment. Yeah, no, VR, I think you just discussing anime. you Pumpkin likes to just shout weeb at people. Don't pay Pumpkin too much mind. Does it to me all the time. I mean, I do deserve it, because I am talking about anime a lot, but, you know. Yeah. No, you seem the... You mostly just talk about it and just, like, have discussions about the shows, which is totally fine. I add a sound effect to dying. Dies 100 times. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna say no? I don't know. I'm not sure how I would classify that. I'm gonna say no, because I feel like if you're in that camp, you're not, like, necessarily watching it for love of the medium, if you know what I mean. Love of the medium or the art form, you know? I think that is a question, yes, VR. I think that is very much a question. So yeah, my vote is gonna go for no, because I feel like if you're just watching that, you're not... You had me in the first half, Pumpkin. You had me in the first half, and then I read the second half of your sentence. I don't think Pumpkin watches enough actual anime to be considered a proper weeb. I know Pumpkin has watched a few shows, but... Yeah, so my verdict on the question is going to be no, not necessarily. Shakedown isn't safe from my new dragon style. Yes! Wow, my skills dropped right off the face of the earth. Okay, I'm gonna try and lock in again. I talk a lot about locking in, but I don't do much actually locking in during these streams. I talk a big game about locking in, but I do so little locking in. I made a new character, his name is Theo10. Yee! Okay, we're good. Me when I'm the lockpicking lawyer. I like that usage of that joke, Pumpkin. Damn. Damn. Come on, brain. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right, Mr. L. I don't know if anyone else will agree with me when I say this, but I feel like just the mere usage of, like, a dash that is in any of the downward directions is such a swag move in Celeste. Because I don't feel like you use them. I don't feel like they're required very often at all. So the mere usage of a downward dash is such a swag move. What the hell? Why am I failing so much to that room? Weird as hell. When you get dragon, you have every move at the beginning. Oh boy. Oh dear. What type of computer do you have? I built my own PC, so it's not like a Loaf is swag maxing. Alright, I'll never speak that word again. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Down dashing in Celeste is such a high aura move or something like that? Like sorry for the brain rot. It's funny because anytime anybody mentions aura on the internet these days, I, like, legitimately cannot take it seriously because, the only thing I think about when I hear the word aura is this fan fiction that I used to really love back during high school, in which, the main character had an actual aura stat. Like, that was part of the game mechanics of this fanfiction or whatever. And it was like, the aura stat was like a huge plot point, by the way. That was the funniest part about it. Like, its value was hidden for the first half of the story or something. It's like a big reveal. So whack. But yeah, I can't take aura seriously because I'm just reminded of that. Hey, do you think this run you would read just one dialogue cut? Do you want me to read one dialogue cutscene? Here, how about this? If we make it to, if at any point we make it to the transition to Summit, basically, the, like, final dialogue cut, segment, basically, I'll read that one, if we do. We make it to Summit, I'll read that final dialogue section. Maybe that will be my lucky charm that will get me through. Maybe get a registered copy of the game. Exactly. Nah, I'd buy it. There we go. Oh, boy. I haven't been that late in that cycle in months. Like, actual months. That is the first time I have died to that in actual months. A friend that came up to me asking for pirate sites. The Crunchyroll subscriptions had gone too high for bro. They're getting pretty bad, I will admit. I think they've raised it at least twice in the time that I've been subscribed to Crunchyroll. It is pretty bad at the moment. It's what, like $12 a month now, I think? Or actually, I have like the second tier of subscriptions so that I can download stuff to watch offline. To be honest, I mostly got that while I was traveling. That way, like, on longer buses or plane rides, I could watch a show or something. Feel as though this should be considered a monopoly. It's not, though. Crunchyroll actually has, like... Crunchyroll used to have a bigger library. I do pay for Crunchyroll, yes. It's almost more on principle, like, support the industry kind of thing, even though I'm sure there's a bunch of middlemen skimming money off the top of that subscription. But yeah, just, like, show that there is a Western market for it so that people still still do the translations. But yeah, no, there's, the one that irritates me all the time is High Dive. Because High Dive makes a bunch of their shows exclusive, so you can't get them on Crunchyroll. Which means there's this pretty large subset of shows that's just not available on Crunchyroll. They used to be, by the way, I should mention. They got taken down off of Crunchyroll because High Dive got started up. Damn it. I throw a taco at Taco Bell. Nice. Man, those first handful of runs were going pretty well, but I just got thrown off my game. I don't know what by, but... I hear Taco Bell isn't... I have only had Taco Bell, like, a couple times in my life, and I didn't really care for it any of those times. Hold on, maybe... Let me try doing something like this. I was shrimpifying. I was really slouchy. I was really, like, leaning back into my chair. Let's try, see if good posture is the key to good Celeste playing. Anything's worth a try at this point. Plus, when I do this, I can sort of, like, rest my arms in such a way that I can keep the controller more steady. I don't know why, but I keep sending messages that make me look like I ate Taco Bell. Gotcha. What was that? I just didn't press the dash button. I guess. I gotta rest my eyes just a little bit. I feel like they're having just a little bit of trouble. I feel like I'm kind of zoning out through the Celeste streams. Zoning out through the screen, if that makes any sense. I have a running grudge with... Pumpkin, I kind of want to hear about your running grudge with Taco Bell now. What if you die when you have to throw a bell at Taco Bell? I'm not entirely sure what that means. Ah, I see. Overexposure. That makes sense. Nope. We're going back down. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with the bullet. Loaded God complex, cock it and pull it. Every time a bell rings, a taco gets its cheese. Whiskers showed up just to type that message. Whiskers showed up just for that message. Yeah, Whiskers is over on YouTube chat. No, not that bullshit. Not that bullshit. Coward? How so? Accidental wall bounce? What the hell? What if in Celeste, the Telltale series, there's a huge choice in which you decide if you want to throw a golden Celeste or throw... If you want a golden Celeste or throw a bell at Taco Bell? Hardest choice I ever made. Actually, no, not that hard. Throw the bell at Taco Bell. Pretty easy choice, honestly. I guarantee you, whatever logistics you would have to overcome to throw a bell at Taco Bell, it still wouldn't. It would still be easier than this. Any idea when Celeste the Telltale series is coming out? I think the first obstacle they have to overcome is re-establishing the company and bringing it out of bankruptcy. So once they get that going, the production can start for real. Celeste Telltale game that lets you pick a gender, but if you pick male, it spends the rest of the game force spamming you. Oh boy. That would be a bold move on Telltale's part. Either you're already a girl, or you're going to be. Fucking motto. That's like what they use to advertise the game. Be perfectly in line with Telltale's signature lack of subtlety. They'd actually advertise it with that. Ooh. Some of those dashes were very weirdly timed. Also, it looks like Resort is back to being a problem child as of today. Losing more runs than usual to it. Oh, yo. Oh, Octillion! Welcome in, Octillion. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How was the stream? Oh, we Celestin. We Celestin. What the Angie. I grabbed onto the... I think that was because I grabbed onto the wall there. Messed up my mid-air positioning. Yeah, I'm struggling to get runs out of Resort today. I'm also struggling to get runs to Resort, so... like that. How late do you think you'll be going? I don't know. Probably at least another hour or so. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna aim for another hour, I think. Sounding much better. Yeah, I'm not quite as sick. I'm not quite as sick anymore. Still got a little bit of snifflies, but it's mostly gone. Yeah, thanks, Octillion. We... I like being sick, but I'm also insane. Maybe a little bit, yeah. No, I get, like, really aggressive headaches whenever I'm sick. It's like, I kind of just have year-round sinus issues, and then they just get so much worse whenever I'm congested. Well, okay, hold on. Whenever I'm sick, I get more congested. Whatever, however you want to say it. I still go to school if I'm sick. I usually do, too. It's not pleasant, but, you know. Okay, come on. Come on, brain. Back, what did I miss? Not much. Runs are still primarily dying to Resort. If they make it to Resort at all. I think... What, like, I think only one run has made it past Resort so far. Grinding for 7A Golden. Yeah, it's been a long grind, I gotta say. It's been a really long grind. I mean, I only do it once a week, so the progress just is pretty slow. We'll see if we can get any other... Are you guys planning, like, a Destiny thing or something? Telltale, the Telltale series. Autobiographical work by Telltale Entertainment. Rating on Saturday? Nice. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's taken me a few months at this point, but again, like, I do this once a week, so I kind of fall in and out of practice a lot. It's definitely not the quickest way to get these, but it does, in a sense, help me pace myself a little bit. OMG me. Oh, I don't know if you, I think I asked you this, but I don't know if you responded yet, Octillion. How was your stream tonight? Were you doing more Warframe or something else? Nope, I don't know why I wanted to immediately go for it. I don't think that works very well. It was a process as per usual. Makes sense. You know, I do, like, it's a really great feeling to actually get these golden berries, but I am ready to take a break from this series for a little while after I get this golden. I do intend to come back, but I wanna go play Strawberry Jam. I've had my eye on that for a while. It just gives me a chance to, like, play Celeste a bit more casually for the first time in a while. Hopefully it will reignite my passion for the game. Okay, I took a kind of aggressive path over that middle pillar that I did not need to. Sometimes I get to this room specifically, and I lose all sense of reality and how to time things. It's the strangest thing. It's like a genuine, actual issue. Yay! I didn't die to that bullshit this time. Can we make it out of resort? That would be crazy. That would be insane. Not salty at all. It's a bit slow tonight chat-wise. Hold on. I see a couple other things you've sent. Okay, yeah. No, I get it. I have... I think everyone has streams like that from time to time. Or at the very least, streamers of our size. Cool. I think it's primarily these, like, middle 3 rooms of this checkpoint that can be a bit challenging sometimes. I was actually not sure that that block was low enough down to clear the gap. I was just a tiny bit worried for a moment there. Cool. Ayo, Outer Ridge. Realized you had Twitch, so I migrated. Hey, welcome over. I don't recognize your handle. I assume you were from the YouTube side. Yeah, it's a good run for now. We'll probably die pretty soon. I'm not feeling super confident in my abilities tonight. Almost everything not currently YouTube. Ah, okay, gotcha. Don't forget to read the dialogue. If I get to Summit, I will. I will read the dialogue. That'll be our good luck charm. It's GD Player 26. Is GD Geometry Dash in this case? It's the game I know that abbreviates to GD. Cool. Cool. Alright. Alright, Mr. L, here we go. This is it, the home stretch. We're so close, we're going to make it. Yeah. What's wrong? I'm sorry. I was holding you back. I need to learn to trust you. It's not your fault. I tried to leave you behind. And honestly, I've been trying to leave you behind my entire life. I'm sorry. I wish I understood you sooner. I was too proud or stubborn or something. You wasted so much time and energy. At least we're finally talking about it. Yeah. I'm glad the mountain brought you out. I think we can move past this. If we can climb this mountain together, we can do anything. What if we don't make it? I'd be okay with that. You would? Of course. I'm just glad we're trying. I really needed to do this. I'm finally starting to understand why. Let's finish it. It's very chokeable. It's so chokeable. I've choked it a lot already. I don't think it's the hardest part of this level, but as you said, it's very chokeable. It's very easy to just like completely ruin a run because the nerves get so bad. They really do. Oh, that was... Whoa! The camera stuff felt weird there, so I bailed. I bailed. The camera stuff felt off. Nice, okay. That checkpoint has given me some trouble before. $23. Okay, these next couple are pretty missable. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ugh. Ouch. I've been making that mistake a lot lately. It's just an overcorrection there on the joystick movement. At least we got an actual good run going. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of this stream. Alright, now we're back to being bad at the game, I see. You win some, you lose a lot. Actually, I shouldn't have said something. I do that all the time. I'm like, this part is really easy to choke, and then I choke it. Like, I just accidentally manifest it all the time. If you're still live. Oh, I'm still planning on being live for a little longer, so I'd say there's a pretty good chance. Thank you, Octillion. Chapter 7 is when I kind of realized my mythology that a run isn't really over till you lose momentum for your previous runs. Yeah. I kind of feel that. Maybe you should say this part is hard to choke. I would just be lying. Some of these are actually some of these are actually easy to choke. I have to truly believe it if I'm gonna manifest it. That's why the best solution is to just not say anything. Oh, methodology? I got the message, but yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense. No, it's really a mental game. And I say it a lot. I probably sound like a broken record with how much I say it, but it's primarily a mental game. Like, by the time you're usually attempting something like this, you have most of the skills to do these rooms, but it's getting yourself to do them consistently for long enough, which is the real hurdle. Yeah, no, that's exactly the issue. The reason that the length is a better determiner of how difficult a golden will be than anything else. At least in my opinion. What is... I feel like a full run... Guys, it's so Jover. Yeah, okay. Unless you're Farewell and just difficult. We don't talk about Farewell. My low death PB for Farewell is like 250. Hey, Pumpkin, do you got a moment to ban that? Thank you, Pumpkin. Sorry, we got a scam bot in chat. PB Farewell, 250. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Imagine doing the Moonberry just for swag points at the end as well. So I know some people do. Alright, well, I messed up the dash directions, so let's just reset and try again there. Sometimes that is the best thing. Like, if you mess up early enough in a room, sometimes the best thing is just to go back to the beginning and just reset your momentum. They've been really bad lately. Like, honestly, I feel like much worse than they... Like, in the past, like, month or so, I feel like those bots have been pretty bad. Moonberry is just a full clear deathless, and I've never really cared for those kinds of... Full clear deathless has always been... Yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, I gotta go, so goodbye. Alright, thank you so much, Mr. L. Hope to see you again sometime soon. You have a fabulous evening, or whatever time of day it is. It occurs to me that Vanity usually tunes in from India, of all places. Perhaps it's mid-afternoon. Bye! Alright, come on. I know it's... Yeah, no, I know, because Vanity said they were going to school like an hour or two ago. I should mention, when I said maybe it's the afternoon right now for you, I did not mean that it's in afternoon in India, just that it could be afternoon for someone. 12:23 a.m. here, makes sense. Were you doom scrolling on Twitter VR? Damn. There we go. There we go. Up we go. You know, it's interesting. With most other levels, I felt like I got to a point with them eventually where I, at the very least, wasn't failing the early checkpoints as much. That has not been the case at all with Farewell. Like, I don't feel like I've gotten better at the early segments in, like, 2 months. I feel like I've gotten as good with them as I'm going to. You know what's interesting is we bought Alaska from Russia, I think. I think we got Alaska from Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, though, Pumpkin. Why? Why would I do that? See, now I'm just getting into a negative feedback loop. The pain I feel from losing runs is making me worse at the game, which is making me lose more runs. Dude, imagine how big Canada would be if they got Alaska, though. Like, Canada's already bigger than the US. And then you go take our biggest state. Though, to be honest, I feel like there's a better argument for, like, Washington, D.C. or something being a state. Even, I think there's a decent number of people, it might even be a full majority of people in Puerto Rico that want to be that want Puerto Rico to be a state as well. I watched a whole, like, long-ass video essay on it a while back about the states that want to be a state but are being like denied access for whatever reason or another. Puerto Rico needs to be a state. A large chunk of the population wants to be a state, don't they? I feel like they did a poll on it a while back, and it was a majority of people were in favor of it. Or the reason they're denying Puerto Rico statehood is to deny them protection of the Constitution. That's, yeah. And then Washington, D.C. wants to be a state as well, right? Yo, GL. Yeah, thank you. Hold on. Anti-Caliber. You're on my end, your chat color is not very contrastive with the background, so I couldn't quite tell what your name was for a second. But yeah, thank you, and welcome to the stream. It's not going particularly well. I've had a few good runs today, but nothing crazy. Yo, as in the greeting, GL as in good luck, 7AG just means 7A golden. So this is the 7th level, the A side of the 7th level, and we're doing the golden berry. It's perfect color. I have dark mode on, and you're like a dark blue. So that's how it looks on my end. So it's not super contrastive on my end with the background. You're like an old man. To be fair, though, VR, it's more just like a specific lingo. It's more like terms that are just used in the Celeste community. I just got this gold stolen a few strings ago. It's light purple on my side? Oh, yeah, that's different. Because light purple does a very good job contrasting. Maybe you need glasses? It's more a contrast thing. What color is it on your end? Because it's dark blue on my end. Never been good at abbreviations, fair enough. I've done them in order, basically. So, this is my 7th golden, yeah, this is my 7th golden. Yeah, no, it's very readable now. You didn't have to change it on my account, but it is very readable now. My chat is also comparatively further away from me distance-wise than the rest of my streaming setup. Like, it's on the very far left periphery of my setup. I did this so differently. I feel like there's a million different paths you can take through the hotel part. And mine is definitely not the best. It's just what I practiced. Something, sunk cost fallacy, it would take too long to learn something else, I don't know. Even if it was slightly more consistent. Yeah, no, this is just the way I chose to do it. I do realize that there is that downside, because they don't necessarily scale in order of difficulty in the same way the base game does. But who knows? Maybe the rest of the game will be easier now. I don't know. Maybe I do the hard part first, and then I get to do some coasting and smooth sailing for a little bit. What the f- Yeah, I'm doing them in order. I've heard someone say that this was like the I think someone said this was like a top 5 most difficult golden kind of thing. I might do C-sides after A-sides, yeah. Because C-sides should be a bit easier than B-sides. I feel like of the main levels, B-side Goldens are probably the hardest. I'm just guessing, though. One B and 2B are very easy. Okay. I mean, I think obviously hardest golden is Farewell Golden. I don't think anybody's gonna debate you on that one. And then I think Dashless is probably pretty high up there on the list of difficult goldens. Then the other obvious ones are 7A and 7B. I don't know how, like, because 7C has some really tough rooms in it, but it is just 3 rooms. So I feel like you're gonna get to a point with 7C where it's mostly just comes down to that final room, if you can do it or not. Like, you'll get good enough at doing the first 2 rooms somewhat consistently. Dashless is the easiest because you can... Okay, you know what? That's actually totally fair. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the difficulty of 7C... Yeah, length is the biggest indicator of difficulty, so... I think probably the difficult part of 7C in general is just learning how to do it to begin with. So by the time you get to the golden, it's just a matter of brute forcing your way through to a good attempt. So I probably will practice the final room for a little bit before I start that. What was that? I don't... let me see what you got to say here. I can agree with that sentiment because the trio, the top 4, 3B, 4B, 5B, by the time you get the 6A, 3A are hard, but 7A dash is... Alright, see you later, VR. Have a good evening. Fucking don't even get me started on cycles. The cycle-based, anything cycle-based is probably my worst aspect in Celeste. Probably the stuff I struggle the most with. That's why I said 7A is top 7. 7A has definitely been more challenging for me than 3A, just purely because of length. I was on 3A for a much shorter amount of time than I was on 7A. It's just a length thing, I think, for me. They're pretty bad when you when they're, at least for me, they have ended a pretty substantial number of runs. And thanks for the moment of levity, Pumpkin. Appreciate it. The 7A is definitely the hardest Golden I've done so far. Like, without a doubt. It's just the length thing. I don't think I'm not sure I really have the endurance for this. Or more the mental endurance, I guess. Seven A was first. Oh no. I don't know a ton of tech. I know the amount of tech that you need to beat the game, and that's it. Alright, can we make it out of resort? Maybe. We'll see. Anytime I try and be too optimistic, I immediately eat my words. Oh, so was mine. My 6A Golden Battle Line fight. Like, it's so... I went through that fast as fuck. I mean, not, I wasn't using, like, full-on speedrunning tech, but I, like, in a sense that I was going through that with reckless abandon. Like, I was playing it so aggressively for some reason. There's that. Cool. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna reset my, stamina. That could have gone very poorly. I'm glad it didn't, but... I was just on the safer side. I decided to go reset the stamina. Cool. I had 4 ultras in that golden. Wow. I wasn't doing anything like that. I know it's silly, but I have actually died to accidentally holding too far up in that room, and so I'm a little traumatized from that. I'm gonna be completely honest. You can? Wait, how? I didn't know that. You can skip them? You go... Oh my god, are you fucking serious? I could have been skipping rooms this entire time? I don't have debug now. Oh, hold on. I messed up a dash direction, so I had to, like, actually pay attention for a second to make sure I could save it. Ooh. That felt a little bit awkward. Made it work, though. Leave it to me to learn this far into something that I could have been skipping something this whole time. Yeah, that new info definitely messed up the focus. I'm gonna try and not read chat for a minute and see if I can't make something out of this real quick. I'm not feeling great about it. Ugh. I was locked in. I was focused. And then I got hit by a bombshell that I've been making more work for myself accidentally. Cool. Dude. Oh boy. My up dashes have been really bad lately. Really bad tonight. Wow. Alright, you said hold on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we go return to map. You said there's some run. Okay, so we go at the beginning of 2500. Cause yeah, there's this part. How do you use this? Oh, go right? Okay, go right, sorry. Bubble right. I can't direction. Do I keep not with that bubble? With the bubble in the other room. Alright, it's fine. This bubble? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, you can skip that, can't you? Is this like an easier... No. No, I'm not doing that one though. I'm not going up here. Okay, but yeah, you can skip those first couple rooms. So I think I'll just go back down to the regular path after that. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth skipping the 2 rooms if you can. Alright, we've gotten 2 runs to Summit today, which is honestly about as good as I usually do. Sadly, still no distance PB, though. Current PB is checkpoint 14, I think. Farewell made me kind of neume through chapters like I just basically... Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's really nerves pretty often for me. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm currently trying not to think about farewell. Now that I'm better, it was easy. Refuse to not do the demo dash. Nice. I sometimes I think, like, I wonder if it would be worth learning some of that tech, but then I always come back to the whole, like, I feel like I'd spend so long. I feel like it's quicker to just do it with worse skills sometimes than it is to learn entirely new tech. Like, there might be a time when it's worth it. Why? Why am I suddenly messing that up again? I thought I fixed that issue ages ago. And I've done it like 3 times this stream, at least. Corner jumps are something I wish I could do. Ah yes, the age-old I learned a new part, now time to lose the ability to do an older part. Yep. Yep. The classic. Welcome back, Octi. I'm not gonna talk about that one. What was that? Absolutely nothing happened. Nobody saw anything. We laugh so as not to cry. See, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. I'd say I have maybe like 15 minutes left of attempts in me, so what I'm gonna say at this point is I'm gonna keep this going until 11:15, basically. Oh dear. I'm gonna keep trying to get, if I can get a run going before 11:15, it's valid. So the last run of the night needs to start before 11:15. That's my... And by 11:15, I mean 15 minutes from now, for me. So yeah, basically... And see, now I'm just back. I've lost all sense of self. I can't even do the first checkpoint anymore. Absolutely tragic. By dashing forward. Nice. But yeah, 15 more minutes to get a run going. Let's hope we can... If we could get, like, one more up to Summit, I'd be so happy. I'd be so pleased. Because even if we don't distance PB in that case, that's still the that would still be the most number of runs I've gotten to Summit in a single stream. I have done Path of Pain, yeah. I've done a lot more difficult things in Hollow Knight, actually. I have full Radiant Hall of Gods, actually. That's probably my proudest achievement in Hollow Knight. So that means both Radiant Markoth and Radiant Absolute Radiance. How would you compare it to this? It's a very different kind of difficulty. These are, Hollow Knight controls are just, I don't know. They're not quite as tight as this, I'd say. Oh, also, I don't know if you were, if we had met by this point, but over the summer I also did all achievements on Hollow Knight. So I did Steel Soul 112%. That was a pretty tough one as well. Again, for different reasons than like Radiant Hall of Gods and Path of Pain. We don't talk about how I almost died there. Okay, we gotta talk about 1K. What's up with 1K? I'll never look at it again. I don't think I can properly articulate how much I hated Markoth Radiant. I don't think I can properly... I don't think words exist in the English language. You make it so much harder than it needs to be. I do have one up, yes. I have all achievements in this game. Just not the Goldens. Come on. I cannot get the cycle to line up the way I want it to. There we go. Thought I might have been too far left to make it through the gap, but I was fine. It's insane to think, but I'm only like halfway through the level right now. You can also skip that room and... Why are there so many rooms that I can skip that I didn't know about? Why are there so many shortcuts I didn't know? I really am just the king of making things harder than they need to be. Hold on. There we go. I find it's better to just go to the back to the jump pad when that happens. Ooh, I jumped a little late there, but it was alright. I usually go straight to the left out of that orb, which is why tonight has been a little weird, because I think I've gone up into the left every single time I've gotten to this room. Why? Why? Nearly killed myself for getting Iron Lord. Fight the achievement, I couldn't be bothered. That death really was diabolical. That death was so cursed. Go to the beginning of, you said 2K? There's more skips? Like here, or... I assume we go at least up to here, right? Do I keep going? Here go up? Like this? I'm not sure I would say that's like that much easier. Hold on, I accidentally went all the way out. Let's go restart chapter. Hold on, let me check that real quick. Because I did manage to do that first try, but... So what would you do? Up, 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 up. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. I could see, and so you now go to 1.5K? Okay, 1.5K. I'm gonna just do this first room until I'm told otherwise. After the first roof room? first. Nice. I can't even do the normal rooms anymore. Okay, so I assume you're saying after this room? Should I go down here or something? End of this room. I'm not sure I'm consistent enough to wave dash. I'm not sure I'm good enough at wave dashing. I haven't wave dashed in so long. I might not do that simply because of the wave dash. Like, that is... Yeah, that is, you really just exchange one room for another, though. That's the thing. That's all you're really doing there. I might not do that. The other ones I think I'm okay with doing. I might not do that one because I haven't practiced wave dashes in a long time. You skip a cycle with the wave dash. That is true, but because I've done that cycle so many times, I actually have a consistent setup for it at this point. Like, I have an actual setup for that room at this point. As long as I remember to do it, it works pretty often. It works about, like, I'd say probably about 95% of the time. Most of the time I fail that room at this point, it's because I forget that I have a setup and just try and YOLO it. Yeah, I think the key there is if you get good enough at wave dashes, and I think just for me, I'm not sure. Since I am decent at the alternate room at this point, practicing wave dashes to reroute that section probably isn't the smartest decision for me. Two more minutes, yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a run going. It would either have to be this run or the next one, basically. Alright, it's gonna have to be the next run. I don't know why I'm dying to that so much, but... Damn, though. I've got a bunch of rerouting to do now. What? That's 3 runs in a row. I don't... Why am I doing that? That's so weird. Okay, brain, come on. Can we get... Can we not? Can we so not do that, please? There we go. Stop dying to stupid stuff, please, brain. I had been holding a breath for 3. I just saw Whiskers say that. I don't know how long. I think I think that was too long. He's probably gone at this point. Sent that right after the time I died at Summit. God. Yeah, I seem to choke flags 20 and 22 pretty often in Summit. Alright, I think at this point, this has to be the last run. Because I think we're getting pretty close to, yeah. We're at basically 11:15 at this point. So this is final run of the night, everyone. Let's just hope it doesn't die too spectacularly. Demo hypers in that room instead of a please be a Summit run. That's what I'm saying. I could try it out at the beginning of next stream just to see if I can do a little bit of an easier piece of tech that I'm more familiar with. So I think for this run, at the very least, I'm not going to implement the new routing that we talked about in either 1500 or 2K, just because I haven't had a good chunk of time to practice it. So what I might do is at the beginning of next stream, just practice those two things and then maybe like do some Summit practice, and then that'll be my practice at the beginning. But just so I'm not trying to do something completely new on the last run of the night, I'll probably just stick to my usual routing for the moment. Ooh, whoa, I went early there. I went so early. That was, I almost lost the run to that room. That is a room I should not be losing runs to. I should not even be almost losing runs to that room. Calm down, regain your focus. Yeah, gotta lock in. Gotta get it good. Ayo. I actually went out of that bubble to the right, or sorry, to the left. Rare footage. Okay. God, if I had done that death twice in one night, I would have actually cried. God, that's such a better idea. Just such a genuinely better like, that's one that I could instantly... That's one that instantly I could just do, and it, like, saves so much effort. Okay, maybe not so much effort, but it's definitely a good one to do. Ayo, there we go. Summit time. Okay. Even if I die immediately to Summit here, this is still the most runs that I have ever gotten to Summit in a single stream. And so that at the very least, I can be proud of that accomplishment, even if I don't like PB or anything. I am so close to greatness. Just makes the nerves bad, though. Like, really destroys me from a nerves perspective. No, I don't know why, but sometimes I struggle to get... Okay, hold on. Sometimes I struggle to get that one specific up-left dash to work. And I shouldn't. Like, it should be trivial. But I've had a couple runs where the nerves get so bad right at that spot that I, like, literally can't do it. Alright, here's 22. Oh, what was that? Oh. Yeah, you're right. I need to not talk about it when it's happening. I work myself up too much. Okay. Still, 3 runs to Summit. That was good. That was good. Sure. What's a few easier straps? We're commissioning Whiskers for a 22 emote. Go to 1K? Okay, return to map. There's only 3 attempts, okay. 1K you said? How far am I going? I don't think there's any alternate paths in these first 2 rooms, so just tell me when to stop. That room? Do I need to reset the chapter real quick? Last, okay. So there's something I can do in here? Here, let me try it. Use the spring and go diagonal 3 times. What? Hold on. Go diagonal 3 times. Oh, like this? Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Personal preference and is quite helpful. By the way, if you want, there's a strat which you might... Oh, I don't know how to demo dash. That's the issue. I do actually know what you're I've seen that used before, but... Oh, there's more? I'm gonna hope it... Was it? It's not in this room. It's a button bind? I don't think I have button binds either. I wouldn't recommend... Wait, key room, this room. What's up with this room? Start with... Oh! The only problem is that I'm not super good at diagonal downs. Let me try that again. I know that sounds like a silly thing to not be good at, but... Actually, hold on, though. That might be easier than what I was doing before, is just, like, dashing into this. Diagonal, then immediately up. Okay. Yeah, no, I see it. I see it now. I'd have to practice that one to make it work, though, I think. I'm weirdly bad at dashing diagonally and down. Or diagonally down, sorry. I did it too far left there, so let me... Okay, fuck. Hold on. Try this again. Okay. I could maybe practice that and make it work. Then right through the block? You, like, go up and around, I guess, is what you're saying? And then like that. Okay, I see what you're saying. Alright, no, I see what the movement is here. Let me see if I can get it one more time. Okay. I could see that being useful. Change your controls. To bind something to demo dash? Okay. Okay, next room. Next room. Up here. Up left? Okay, so up left, up through the wall block, then up right and right. Hold on, let me try that again. Up left through the first block, then jump. Up left, then jump, up through the first wall, up right and right. I'm not sure how the up right should be fairly high. Okay. I feel like I'm not getting enough height here. Fuck is over here? Genuinely forgot. Oh, it's a berry. This is not where I was supposed to go, though. Okay, let's see. So we go up. Up left to the first block. Dream jump. Okay, upright to the... Okay. Oh, you do need... Okay, okay, I got it now. Okay. I'm being bad, though. Don't worry about it. Something like that? I think upright, upright. Okay, I see what you're getting at, then. This is how I'm currently doing that room. Is there any optimization I should know about? Fine, I guess. Okay. Anything wrong with that one? Alright, I'll see you later, Octillion. Thanks for sticking around. It's easier to buffer than that? Oh, okay. I actually feel like I kind of get what you mean there. I think... Here, let's go back. We can't go back out. Let's do this, and then... I'm kind of curious to see if I can't... Something like that. Ooh, I see it. I see it now. I see it now. I kind of just fell into the abyss there, though, so nice job, me. Okay. Fuck. Okay, well, that worked, but... And then I assume, yeah, I think you could just keep dream dashing out of these, or dream jump hopping out of these. The last one diagonal is better. Okay, I think that was pretty good right there. I don't... You feel free to correct me, but I don't feel like that room needs much touch-up. The rest of 1K is fine. Okay. Anything else you wanted to tell me about before I hop off? Because this is a bit later than I usually stream at this point. In 2.5K? Okay. In the last 1K room. There's one room. Okay, which room is it? You said in 2.5K? My summit strats are pretty trash. They get the job done, but they're pretty trash. Just tell me next room, so this one right here. This is how I'm doing this right now. Is there a better way? Or one more room? Next room? This one? This is also fine. This one? This right here? Are you saying I should get momentum here? Dash down? Like that? Oh, okay, so... I mean, this is how I always did this. So you're saying... Then up dash and immediately right dash works every time. I think I see what you're saying. Or, hold on. You really want me to do demo dashing? To avoid hitting your head? I hit my head every time I try and do momentum here. Okay, I do that. That's what happens every time I... That's why I did that, is because every time I got momentum here, I did that. And it's a free keybind? Crouch dash? This one's... I just don't know which one I'd use. Maybe like this or something? Oh, okay. I guess that is a little bit... Yeah, okay. I do see what you're saying there. Wait. Hold on, I think I see what you mean now. Okay. No, I think I got it now. I think I got what you're saying. And then you said there were... Oh, fuck. Nice. Hold on. Never gonna save that one after I missed the bounce pad. What the fuck? Alright, there we go. Yeah, no, I think I might be done here. I do appreciate you taking the time for me to walk through some of these. I'll probably do some practicing on these at the beginning of my next stream and just see, like, what I think I can reasonably work in to my route. Like, without, like, practicing too much. Can demo dash. I guess I'll try, just for funsies. I feel like that's I feel like that's more effort than it's worth trying to do that. Hello, Ms. Scott. Ms. Scott. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, okay. I see how that works. Huh. How do you do it there, though? I messed that up. Still be grabbing while dashing under. Nice. Yeah, if you skip one, you gotta skip both. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can manage that one. It is nice to know about demo dashing, because I thought that was a lot more difficult to do. You dash from the bottom crystal. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, there you go. I figured it out. I still think that's probably more effort than it's worth for me specifically, though. And with that, I think I actually definitely need to call it quits for the night. It is cool to know about 5,000 deaths. Cringe. I'm doing a Goldenberry stuff. I finished runs a while ago. I was just practicing some stuff. Yeah, GG 5K death for real. So bad. Be proud of your death count. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay. Sorry to end right after you got here, Miskok, but I'm tired. I'm eepy, and I'm gonna go to bed. So, stream schedule going forward. I'm thinking right now, you have more leniency with dash times. Yeah, I gotcha. GG Summit runs in one stream PB, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very tired though. It's time for me to hack it in. Stream schedule though. I will be streaming next time on oh dear. Probably Sunday, I think. Yeah, no, so here's the deal right now, Caliber. After I get 7A Golden, I'm gonna take a break from Goldens to go play Strawberry Jam for a bit. Because I've wanted to check out Strawberry Jam for a while. So, once I get Golden on 7A, I'm gonna go play Strawberry Jam for a little bit of a break. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I might stream, if I have enough time over the weekend, I will try and do another Celeste stream Sunday night. I can't... and will make you a better player, I'm sure. I'm sure. So yeah, if I have enough time this weekend, I'll try and do a Celeste stream Sunday night. After that, Monday night is our usual D&D stream with the Empires gang. And if I were to guess, we'll probably be doing Yakuza 0 on Tuesday. But it might also be Thursday. Probably Tuesday, though. I don't have anything further than that planned out. Also variety. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and thank everyone for watching. We had a ton of people tonight. We had a Whiskers cameo, Mr. L, Elijah, Map, Spurk, and Vanity on YouTube side. We had GD Player, Anti-Caliber Miskok. We had Pumpkin, Octillion, Issa game. I can't remember their full name, but all of the Octillion Raiders as well. Spurk, VR. Dang, it really was a full house tonight. So thank y'all so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. I do too. As I said, I'm gonna try and incorporate some of that into my routing. So thank y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.